Who are you living for? Saul had it all. He knew the right people, had the right job, and came from the right place. There is only one problem: he was a violent opponent to the followers of Jesus. He'd specifically seek them out to imprison or kill them. One day, Saul was traveling to the city of Damascus to arrest followers of Jesus and bring them to Jerusalem. Suddenly, a bright light appeared before Saul. Falling to the ground, he heard Jesus ask, "Why do you persecute me?" After this encounter, Saul was blind for 3 days. God instructed Ananias to restore Saul's sight. Saul's encounter with Jesus began a radical transformation in his life. No longer was he interested in making life difficult for followers of Jesus, but he was eager to join them. Eventually, Saul became known as the Apostle Paul, who traveled great distances to share the gospel. He also wrote a large portion of the New Testament. Paul's new life was very different from the one he left behind. Instead of holding an important religious position, he was a wandering street preacher. Instead of being highly regarded by important people, he was often falsely accused and sent to prison. God's transforming power took a strong opponent to Jesus and made him a strong advocate for the gospel. Paul no longer cared about gaining the approval of important people or being highly regarded. He wrote, "I once thought these things were valuable, but now I consider them worthless because of what Christ has done." Philippians 3 verse 7 NLT. Do you ever feel like you struggle to change? Today, remember that the same God who transformed Saul into Paul is alive and active, and he wants to help you. Bring the areas where you struggle to change before him in prayer and watch God work.